I've spent a fair amount of my time in the past 2 years in the design studio of Marketo, trying to adjust, build, and reset responsive email templates and landing page templates in Marketo. And we're trying to find innovative ways to set them up so to make it as most flexible as possible for our clients. So today I'm just going to go through a few things. First of all, I will cover a few basic jargon terms that you might come across when dealing with responsive design. We'll go through a few demos in some of our clients' Marketo instance. And we'll wrap up with a quick look inside Marketo's new guided landing page template editor. So what is responsive web design? Usually, responsive web design is a design which will readjust itself on a device, of any device that you are viewing it on. The main explanation, the main explanation is a responsive email and landing page will adjust its layout to adapt to the screen size of the device it is being viewed on. But Marketo's senior product manager, Justin Copperman, has a more straightforward way to put it: design that doesn't look like shit on other devices. Or there's a French way to explain it, which some of you might find more elegant. So this is how we would describe it. So this is what a non-responsive baguette would look like. And here's my responsive baguette. Now, when dealing with responsive design, there are two types of templates, which are adaptive or fluid templates. The adaptive layout will usually display at fixed widths at different breakpoints. And the fluid layout will constantly readjust itself to match the device it's being viewed on. So if I take, for example, these are the generic screen size that we use usually in web development. For desktop is 1920 pixels. For the portrait layout of a tablet, it's 768 pixels. And for the mobile phone, it's 480 pixels. Now, while building my template, I can put in a breakpoint to say, okay, when you reach a screen size of 480 pixels, switch to this layout. And here, this is what you call adaptive layout. So in this example here, a breaking point has been placed at 480 pixels. So on the tablet and the desktop will display the same version of the website, but as soon as I reach 480 pixels, it will switch to my mobile view. And this is what is currently available if you use the mobile-friendly page editor, which was released in January this year. And finally, this is what a fluid layout would look like, meaning readjusting at on every device it's being viewed on. This here on the right. So just go through the Marketo responsive journey so far. In October 2013, they released the responsive email templates. In January 2014, with Forms 2.0, we released the responsive forms. In January 2015, earlier this year, they released the mobile-friendly landing pages, so with adaptive layouts. And most recently, in May, they released the guidance templates, which allows you to build fully responsive landing pages. And this is where we are now. So before that, so for the past 2 years, it was a bit of a challenge for clients to build responsive templates in Marketo, and we had calls from people with all sorts of little issues or challenges, and we tried to work with them as closely as we could to come up with innovative ways of making sure we could embrace the responsive challenge. We had questions like, we used this template once and it worked fine, now the content is all over the place. The page looks fine on the desktop, but there's some content missing on mobile. So these questions usually get them because at the start you need to understand what are your specific needs. So I found that in a lot of cases it was more due to the fact that the template wasn't set up properly. So you need to ask yourself the right question first, like, will I be able to update the template using the skills I have in-house? How flexible or bulletproof does the template need to be? Or how easy will it be for me to change the layout without breaking the code? So at RMS, this is what we do. We usually try and engage with the client first and ask them a series of questions to know what we're trying to achieve and who is going to update the template or build the template, and try to match these skills and their needs. And then we believe at RMS that a template should, a responsive template should not be just one pasted in Marketo to be used once. It needs to be reusable, as we call it, so that clients can go on their own later on and build the templates without us helping them, because this is what a template is meant to be. So we've set up these templates, and we call these templates Marketo intelligent templates. Two main goals are to reduce margin for error, and you shouldn't need HTML skills to update these templates. The Marketo intelligent templates that we build for emails allows you to turn sections on and off, create automated links and content generation, edit content on the go, and have bulletproof editable sections. For the landing page template, it offers you some similar functionalities, plus the jQuery widgets and smart icon display. So in my demos today, I'm just going to, with the limited time we have, again, I'm going to scratch the surface, but to show you a couple of nice things, cool things we can do with our templates. But feel free to give us a call, a ring, and if you want us to come and have a chat with you and give you a more customized demo for you. I'm now going to go to Rico's Marketo instance, and I've got a newsletter here set up for them. Just scrolling down. Okay, so here is the newsletter. So some of you might find that this, for one edition, you need to send 10 stories. For another, you need only 5 stories to be sent. So you need a nice, quick way to turn sections on and off in your template. So in this instance here, there's this little story here just before the icons, the gray section. I'm going to turn that off simply by going into my token section and just writing off, clicking save. And when I refresh the page, which is going to happen soon, can we have a drum roll, please? So you see that this gray section now is gone. We've turned it off. All right. So one of the common things with campaigns, you always have content is not finalized until the last minute or a few minutes before you send it over. So you can get like formatted text like this one here, red and bold with some sort of different font. We can set up the template for it to be bulletproof. As we know of clients who use interns to update their EDMs, and sometimes it can be a very painful setup. So here I'm just going to paste that text that I've just copied here, so from Word with that red format, and paste it in here, save, and when I refresh the page, we see that the text is now appearing, but with the style that we've set. Here you go. Right? Now I'm just going to go to Another landing page that we set up for the Rico marketing team, that was a very interesting project where we sat down with them first and said, all right, guys, tell us about your use of landing page templates. What are the usual elements you would usually have on your landing pages? What do your campaigns usually request, or what are the requirements of your campaigns? And we came up with a few wireframes and created a suite of responsive landing page templates. So we tried to set it up so that we could edit it on the go and turn an exercise which would usually take hours to produce and make it as most time efficient as possible. Here I'm going to show you, for instance, if I need to switch off these two videos. I don't need these videos for this campaign. I'll just go here and write the word off instead of on, click save, and when I refresh the page, I don't need to approve the template, the asset, and it's already gone. I'm able to go in and double click here and say, okay, I want it to be blue. Change the color to blue. Here, click save and save again. When I refresh the page is blue. I also want to, let's say I also want to replace it form with another form that I have. It's easy as I've got a second form here. I'll just go to check the embed code. So the form is 2107. Go to my tokens. And if I change this to 2107 and click save, the new form now appears. All right, now finishing with our landing page templates, I'll just switch to Salmax instance. Here, we came up with a request, so this background page can sometimes change, and you like the call to action to be in contrast with the background. So we've came up with a way for them to be able to just change this color on the go. So if I go to my tokens again and I go to button color and write the word pink, click save, and refresh the page, I see a pink button now. So I'll just go back to my slide now to show you quickly, because we're running out of time, the latest guided page template. So here we've got a few new functionalities with a guided page template. For instance, you can double-click on editable sections here for the image and choose the image that you want to add in. You can add in your form if a page has been set up to have a form area. Click in there, select your form, and select a follow-up type if it has not been predefined before. You can go in and do on-page editing, clicking each section, and your usual Wizard editor will come up. You can also, and that's a nice feature with the slider here on the right, switch sections on and off, like this. And finally, there's a color picker, which allows you to select a color to change the color of elements. So we were very glad to hear that Marketo had released this new guided template that matched what we've been doing in the past 2 years and giving the same functionalities but with a better user interface. So obviously it offers a user-friendly and intuitive user interface. And there are free templates available online. So I'm going to invite you to go and visit Marketo's website to download these templates, have a play around, and check it for yourselves. But there will come a time when you will need to get this extra bit from your template to push it to the next level and or customize it to a specific campaign. And this is when you should actually call us at RMS, and we'll take your Marketo responsive template to the next level. So feel free to give us a call, and we're more than happy to have a chat with you and see how we can take your Marketo responsive template to the next level. Thank you very much for your attention. I'm just going to hand the reins back.